Hello Taurus. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Mereshinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past, could be a current relationship. For others of you, this could be a situationship. And for a small portion of you, this could be someone who you've met and you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have, and I have certain reasons for that. So, you do have an overwhelming past life connection with this person. You have the past life card here, mystery. So first card's the strongest. We have here inspiration followed by illusion. Pleasure. Then we have synthesis, doubt, fear, laughter, mystery, hearth and home under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. A very strange word. Two words that just came to mind. Oddly, when I saw pleasure, I was going to say plastic surgery. Very odd. That's never happened. This maybe is related to somebody wanting to do it. Pleasure, it makes them happy doing it, or somebody else is doing it to make the other happy. So do what you feel is comfortable, whatever's safe for you. All right, I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. Inspiration. You are an inspiration to me. There's so many things that have happened in my life since I've gotten to know you, where once upon a time my world was black and white. It was very boring. But then it seems as if you've brought color into it. This color that I feel, that I see, it makes me see the world in a different way. And now everything smells better, looks better, feels better, sounds better. Simply just knowing that you are in it. There are many things that you have done that have inspired me. I feel like I want to be creative. I want to be that person who can move on and live life to the fullest. I never had this before and I never felt this before, but I do feel this now with you. You are my inspiration. I feel like being creative. I feel like writing. I feel like singing and dancing. So much more. I see things differently. You are unique. I also feel that there is a sense of an illusion. I hide from you. There's a part of me that does not want to tell you the full truth. There's a part of me that wants to hide. I hide behind a false mask. I hide behind a veil. And I don't really tell you what it is that I'm feeling or thinking. To you, it seems as if I'm emotionally detached. The truth is, I am quite attached to you. And I do know that certain things that I have said and done, they have not been right. but a part of me wants to make it right. With you, I feel so much pleasure. This pleasure is spiritual and physical. Emotionally, you make me feel so content, so happy. And this is something that I crave. This is something that I want. I want it to stay. I also feel that in this connection, this sense of peace and harmony that once existed, I do want that this peace and harmony that once existed, I want it to exist again. Now there's disharmony, there's a lack of peace, and there are many things that I've hidden in the depths of the shadows of these forests and the darkness because I did not want you to know. I did not want you to see. And so I hid many, many things. I also feel that in this connection, there is a sense of doubt. The doubt that exists, this is me not knowing where we are headed. Should I stay? Should I go? Not because you're a bad person, no. It's because I feel inadequate. There's a sense of doubt, a lack of faith and a lack of trust coming from my side. I really don't know if this is the way things should be, if this is the way we should be. I don't know. And part of the reason I have doubts about us and about this connection now is because I am afraid. I am so nervous. It doesn't make me comfortable. When I'm nervous, there's a part of me that wants to move forward. This desire that I have of moving forward, it only started after I realized that you are beyond me. You are here and I feel as if I'm here. I have fear. There's paranoia. Now there are insecurities. A long time ago I was very confident, but now I am not. I had a lot of self-esteem. Very secure. But now there's nothing. And the truth is, even though I fear you and I get nervous around you and I have anxiety, sometimes even panic attacks, I hide it from you behind that veil. I don't want to show you how I truly feel on the inside, because then that would make me look weak and silly. I'm also embarrassed for the things that I have said and done. A part of me now realizes that I'm unworthy of your love. I'm unworthy of many things. What I don't understand is why you and I haven't put on this path together. How did we meet? Why did we meet? I have a lot of pleasure and so much happiness knowing that you are my confidant. I consider you my confidant. You are like my best friend. So much has happened between us. You know what makes me happy. You know what makes me tick. You know what makes my heart flutter. And you are like that ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. That is you. I feel that I can confide in you because you are my best friend and you know me so well. Right now, I have issues. I'm trying to move on and try to be a better person, but there are certain things in this connection that weigh me down. They don't allow me to move forward. I now question the universe. Why is it that you came into my life? Why now? Why not before, and why not long ago? Why is it that now is that time? I also feel that in this connection, I can feel you. I can sense you. Then I have a feeling sometimes you can feel that too. There are times when I'm alone and I can actually smell your scent all of a sudden. A brief moment. Or I feel your presence next to me. I also feel that in this connection, you and I have such a unique way of doing things. We complement each other. I've had dreams, and I do dream of you. And in my dreams, things just feel so real. But in the waking life, in real life, there's something about you that just makes me feel so comfortable. As if I've known you from before. You and I have been together before. I feel this. I sense this. And I know this. I also feel that in this connection, there is this sense of hearth and home. You are my hearth and home. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. And so much has changed. Yes, I feel as if I can talk to you and not fear that anyone and you are going to judge me. I feel that you and I can confide in each other. Well, at least I feel that I can. But I'm also not afraid that you're going to judge me. You have this way of giving me unconditional love. Not only that, but whenever I'm lost, I feel as if you guide the way home. And when I'm cold, you have the ability of making me warm. Right now, even though you inspire me, I have doubts. Even though I want to reach out to you, I hide, and I don't tell you my real feelings because I'm nervous and afraid. Mainly because this connection is very intense. It's more than just a friendship. It's more than just two people knowing each other. And even though deep down I know I've known you forever, I still feel that there is a love that exists that is unconditional. I can't put my finger on it, but it's just there. For some strange reason, I just love you. And I do like that feeling. Which is why I feel so inspired now. Because of you. All right, Taurus. A lot is happening. You have somebody here that wants to keep this connection light and fluffy. They don't want to get into the real depth of the situation, but the truth is they already are, and they are just delaying the inevitable. That's what's happening. Some of you are twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners. Please have a look on my other website. Not my website. I don't have another website. On my other channel. That's what I have. YouTube channel. It's called Asnointia Audio, and I'd like you to have a look at this particular topic. On Asnointia Audio, all of the videos are free, beginning to end. I do have videos on relationships. I have one on negative energies, what and who they are. But the one I'd like you to also focus on for this specific reading right now is the one that talks about past life and spiritual connections. I have a playlist, I believe, on that. And that category is all about spiritual connections. So because you had pleasures here, you had the pleasure card, I'd recommend that you have a look at past life and spiritual connections, and also another video that's called Spiritually Intense. Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. Those two videos will probably give you a better understanding as to the reason why you feel the way that you do. Now, not only that, but this card also indicates to me that you may be twin flames, soulmates, or karmic partners. I do have videos on that too, so please have a look at those. And for some of you that really want a sense of closure and you're just pretty tired of the way that you feel because it's not moving forward, you feel kind of stuck, or you feel that you want closure. This person is gone and it's just never been the same for you, no matter how much you try. Definitely give this a try. Have a look on my website. I do past life readings. That one will provide you with a lot of help and understanding as to what's going on in this connection and why you feel the way that you do so intently about this person. Not intently, intensely. I also wanted to mention, if by chance you can't place an order because sometimes they're really booked, you can always send me an email and I'll put you on the waiting list for past life readings. Okay. Let's have a look here. Interesting. What do I have here? King of Cups. So this deck, for those of you who are new, I like to read this deck in the reverse, and with this I have a look into the past, what may have happened in the first place that caused this problem. So in the beginning things were going great, they were wonderful, and then all of a sudden things just went downhill. So question, what happened? What was this person thinking about? Why didn't they tell you this? And even if they didn't tell you, what was it that they wanted to tell you? That's what I look at. So this is for those of you that may have wanted some closure, or maybe you still want closure. For those of you that this person just ghosted, maybe they faded. The texts were a lot before, the messages were a lot, but now it's just once in a while they do it. So you don't really know where you're standing in this connection anymore. You're pretty confused. This is a little bit in the past. The first set of cards that I just did, that is the current and present situation. All right, let's have a look. The King of Cups. With the King of Cups, this does talk about, in the reverse, a lack of maturity, a lack of wisdom, and a lack of integrity. Somebody who should have symbolized these forces but did not. Here, your person of interest had a desire to have more control over their aspirations. There was a need to stop fantasizing and finally get back to work. What was the main issue here? Taurus, your person was inconsistent and unreliable. Why? Because they actually were not a real king. They were not a real king. They acted more like a page. And that is the problem. That's something that you did not expect, because they came off as someone who's a king. They would talk to you, they would act like it. But then when reality hit, this person ended up becoming more inconsistent, unreliable, and you're thinking, my God, when is this person going to mature? They don't have integrity. They're not mature. They have a lack of wisdom. So clearly, Taurus, you were talking and engaging with a person who had this different persona. They had a different mask. And the mask was that, look at me, I am a king. I have it all, I have everything, and I am the biggest and the best. And I am settled. And I'm smart, and I'm everything. Okay, so you guys get the idea, right? This is the impression that they had, and you thought, wow, this is an amazing human being. Why do people do this? Because they feel that they are not good enough. So they act. So they lie. This is probably why you had the illusion card, because there's a sense of an illusion here too. Hiding behind a false mask, behind a veil. Not really telling you that, hey, I may look like a king, but I'm not really a king. Heck, I'm not even a knight. I'm just a page. That's what this person was all about. And then we have here the Prince of Coins. The Prince of Coins here talks about inertia and laziness, not taking action or wanting to take responsibility because of a lack of, keyword, wisdom. So your person of interest, you were dealing with somebody that looked like someone who was very mature. Bottom line, it turns out they were very immature as well as inexperienced, and even not wanting to take that sense of responsibility, not really having that integrity. Now this means that this is literally just their personality. This is who they are. Are they doing it on purpose? No, they're not. They don't know any better. Will this happen with somebody else? If this person gets into a relationship with somebody else, and if they don't change their ways, the exact same thing is going to happen there too. So this was, at that point in time, your person's behavior, their lifestyle. They wanted to show you that they are all this and all that, but in all honesty, they were not. Why did they do that? Because they saw you as that. Remember, they're inspired. They're inspired by you. Because your level is here and they feel down here, right? So that's where this comes from. This person tried to be bigger and better for you to make a better impression of themselves. But when reality hit, you actually saw this all. You've been through this all, okay? So now you know your person of interest may have had the intention of being like a king, or even a queen. Someone who's mature, somebody who's wise, somebody who has a lot of integrity. But the truth is, it wasn't that. Your person of interest was not that. They had not become that. Instead, they were something else. And when it didn't turn out the way that they wanted to impress you, they realized, oh my gosh, this is not going to work at all. I got to take a step back. So that's what happened. All right. Let's see. I have here the what is this? The Beginner's Tarot. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we have here the Beginner's Tarot. With this deck, what I like to do is have a look at... Ooh, interesting. I like to have a look at any sort of actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest has. Not bad. Pretty good. Very nice. Very nice. So you have some really positive cards here. Very nice to see that. Let's see. I have here the Star card. So first of all, your person of interest does feel that they admire you, and totally. I mean, you had the Inspiration card, right? So your person of interest really does admire you. This could also be somebody who thinks or feels, or maybe you're famous. You are the master of your trade. You're really good at what you do. And so for this reason, you literally are like a shining star. But this person has a lot of admiration for you, and they feel that they have a lot of spiritual feelings here when it comes to destiny. So they feel that someday, some way we will meet again. That's with this card. But over here too, we have the female. She has a jug, and here we have a pond. The water is being put into this pond. It's become a pond. That is you, Taurus. But then here we have a jug being poured out. The water's being poured out, and it turns into streams. Eventually down the road, this stream comes and joins this pond. And when it does, when it adds itself and becomes one with the pond, then that also indicates that now your person of interest has finally joined in that location where you are. This person has become one with you. What's interesting about this, it does talk about fate and destiny, and how your person of interest has so much faith in what can actually happen. Now remember, you're dealing with somebody who is very much like a knight or a page. Now, we also have here the King of Swords. So a part of them is very kingly, very mature, but what part of them is like that? The part that ignores you, which is so immature. They act and behave emotionally distant. They don't really engage with you in that way. They don't talk to you that much. But deep down, they desire you a lot. So that is good to know. The only thing about this card is that your person of interest, remember you had illusion in the beginning, so there's a sense of emotional detachment, right? Being too critical, being too practical and too logical, in the sense where they're thinking about things only on the tangible level, on the materialistic level, on the physical level. They are not thinking about things on the emotional level. And that is a problem if you want to be in a relationship. That is a committed and love relationship. You can't be in a relationship just thinking about it logically. There's no real logic in there. Unless somebody's only marrying for money or getting, I got a couple of words. What I'm trying to say is moving in with somebody that has a lot of money, partnering up with somebody. I'm getting the word hooking up and hitching. Okay, so take it as it resonates. But this is something that your person of interest does have. They do have feelings and emotions for you on the inside, but their expression is just so cold. They don't really warm up to you the way that you would like them to. We also have here the Wheel of Fortune. Very interesting. This is the card that I love to call someday, some way we will meet again. This is the hope that this person has that, yes, it's going to work out. Someday it will work out. Things are going to be great and she will come around and we will be together happily ever after. This is the hope and this is the ambition that this person has. Then we have here the Six of Wands. This is indicating an individual who was with you before and then they separated, went their own way, and they were gone for a while. It is now that person that is going to be coming back into your life. That's what this card is all about. So that they're coming back, now that we know that they're coming back victorious and they want to win. They want to win your heart. We have here also the World. So the World card does talk about how in this connection, we have here a situation where they do feel worlds apart. They don't like the distance that exists between the both of you. They feel that it could be less because they want to be with you. With this card, it also talks about a difference of race, ethnic background. It could be many things. Now, what's interesting about this one is the fact that when you have this card, it's the bridging of the gap. This person wants to bridge the gap. They want to be closer to you physically. They want to be closer to you emotionally. So this world apart type feeling, they want to close that gap. And I see that happening here because it appears that they do want to be with you. So yes, your person of interest has a lot of intention. Is there any action being taken? I do see here with the Six of Wands. Yes, they are going to be reaching out to you at some point in time because they feel that the universe is here to support them in doing so. All right. Let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this one. I have here Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. We have here the situation will improve. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Interesting, you have let go. That's a strategy card. That doesn't help me. Yes, no. Yes. All right, that was me whispering. Don't be worried or alarmed if you hear a whisper. That's me. Sorry, guys. We have here the situation will improve. So there is a situation that you find yourself in. And the angels here, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, they're saying here that the situation will improve. The one that you are in right now. It's not going to stay the same. In all honesty, nothing does. Nothing stays the same forever. That's just the way life is. There's always progression. Some things get worse and some things don't. But even when they get worse, there's a breaking point and then there's a restart, right? There's cycles that we all go through. Here we also have, if you believe. Now, if you believe, then things are going to change that way because you are going to be manifesting that. We also have here, let go. There's certain things that may be bothering you, certain things that you think you need to hold on to. However, they are saying here to let go of the situation and even this individual and let them reach out to you. I see they're very cold, they're very detached, they look as if they're very unemotional, but what you need to do is literally take a step back and let them reach out to you. Because when they do that, that means they're the ones who are interested more and they will stay, most likely. If you reach out to them and they feel that, okay, I have this person in my back pocket, they may not value you as much. And yes, they will categorize you as someone in their back pocket. So it's important for you to let go. This doesn't mean you stop loving them. It just means you focus on something else. And in the meantime, you're letting go of connecting with this person, contacting this person. Let them do their thing. Give them their space. You do what makes you happy in the meantime. Use that time wisely. They're also saying here that you are worried, but they want you to not be worried anymore. So no, there's no need to worry about this. And also, look for a sign. Yes. So the yes goes with the look for a sign. Look for a sign, yes, because there are going to be signs and synchronicities in the coming future. The type of signs and synchronicities, this could be common colors, words, numbers, any type of synchronistic type thing that happens is repetitive. You'll notice it, but don't go out searching for it because it'll come to you naturally. That simply is how the universe is aligning and how the celestial beings, through the power of the Almighty, who we call God, the prime supreme head of the universe, the holy white light of God, that specific being has authorized and written stories. Your story is supposed to happen. But there are indications sometimes that come to us as hints that things are going to be okay, don't worry about it. But when that happens, they want you to not doubt yourself, but they want you to know, listen to your intuition. So they want you to actually listen to your intuition, because before perhaps you were not. So at some point in time, you're going to be connecting on a spiritual level with your angels, with God. And when you do, here you're going to be receiving some sort of signs. But whatever signs and synchronicities you receive, you are going to be listening to your intuition, because it could even be messages that come to your head, to your mind. That happens to me. I hear like full-on sentences or words. I see visions, but that's also when I'm deliberately looking for something. Here we also have in the near future. You have a timeline. So it does appear here that in the near future, a few of these things are going to occur. So in the near future, the situation will improve. In the near future, they're telling you to start to let go. In the near future, there's no need to worry. In the near future, do look for a sign and listen to your intuition. And that's your reading. Thank you, Taurus, for tuning in. Please let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. It was a very different kind of reading. But we are dealing with somebody who is kind of emotionally, they're not emotionally blocked in their own life, but they're emotionally blocked when it comes to you. And they're emotionally detached. They're kind of cold. So that really is misleading, because yeah, this person is interested in you, but cross-watcher, if you don't show that interest, then Taurus is never going to know. Please understand that. People are not mind readers. Not all of us are. Some of us might be. All right, guys. You all take care. Stay safe. And I will see you guys again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your encouragement. And I do love reading your comments. Feel free to write in the comments section. Tell me your story, because I do read those. And I use them as inspiration to actually create videos on my other channel sometimes, because many of you go through the same thing. It's so common all over the world. People are going through similar situations. So feel free to tell me your story. All right. Take care. Stay safe. Bye now.